All right, friends. It is time for a little bit of Astro beer. Oh, I don't expect many people to be watching this as it's like afternoon time in the US. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've been kind of laxed in doing these LTEs. Was fortunate enough that DBA and I were able to do the autumn one, the Halloween one. I don't want to say Halloween because not everybody celebrates Halloween, but the autumn one. Which ultimately was with the fuel, right? Going and doing the fuel thing. Alaskan, what's going on, man? Ron, how you doing? What's my take on the roadmap? I did a video yesterday on it. And I didn't talk about I probably should go back and talk about that tree tapper thing again because, you know, that's not the first time that we've seen that image, the little tree tapper image. And they've teased it before, but they never put it into the game. And then on the bottom of the roadmap, there was the trees with the sap looking stuff coming out of it. So I think they're kind of they're correlated. They're tied. They're tied together somehow. At least I think they're tied together. Rick, JD, what's going on, guys? Oh, from Washington D.C. You guys getting hit by the storm? We kind of got the storm going on. We still have a storm warning in effect until tomorrow. I need to get on the road here in a couple hours and try to go get my son from his school. And he's at a boarding school about an hour's drive away. So it seems like it's raining where he's at, but yeah, I don't know. Incoming. Yeah, well, it kind of, I won't say it turned out to be a dud, but it's, you know, it's not anywhere near what they were predicting. I don't know. Maybe it's going to come later. Who knows? Who knows? Being in the Chicago area, you get that lake effect kind of snow stuff. So sometimes it swirls around the lake and comes right back at you again. So, Geek One, what's going on, man? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. I didn't really do a holiday stream this year. I typically do like a cooking my Thanksgiving meal. I usually broadcast that live, but I didn't do that this year. Just too busy this year. So I have a Project Cheer LTE from last year. I think Ron set this up, and we're just going to run this. I mean, this is going to be the quickest LTE that's being done ever. I mean, it's going to get done in like 15 minutes. That's seriously. So Ron did a bunch of automation stuff. I don't know if it was Ron and Kilmowski that both did this, but they set this up a long time ago, a couple years ago, and it works. I mean, they haven't changed the LTEs, right? So that's one of the things in the roadmap that they talked about was that they're going to refresh the LTEs and that they're going to see some balancing and some changes to the LTEs. And yeah, I mean, that would be great because they just keep running the same stuff over and over again. And I thought, you know, initially when they came out with the LTEs, I thought, what a great mechanism to put in like little game content like stuff. And yeah, it never turned into fruition. Okay. I think Ron just killed me. Ron just killed me. Can I make it over there in time? I don't think so, man. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead, Fred. I don't remember loading up right there. Where am I going to load up after I probably will load up at the hab. I get lucky enough to get like a respawn at the shelter. Yeah, I kind of figured. Oh, wait. I'm saved. I'm saved, my friend. You can't kill me. Oh, of course, where am I running? What is this little vehicle looking thing. Well, there's a lot of destruction on this. A lot of packager destruction. Is this like an active vehicle over here? Dude. You left me a tractor. Nice. Nice, man. Dude, I'm heading out. I'm heading out. I don't even know where the hell I'm going, but I'm doing it. I'm going there. I'm going there because maybe this won't be the fastest LTE on the planet. Because Ron has hooked me up with a tractor. And there's something off in the distance over there. That was like Ron's little survival game. That was a Ron the Phlegm special survival game. Can you survive? Getting off. Wow. Why does this feel like part of some sort of race setup here? Was this a save from the racetrack or something? Doesn't this feel like one of our old racetracks? Oh, ran out of power, but hey, look. Free power right there, baby. Look at that. You couldn't ask for this, man. You couldn't ask for a better setup, Ron. Look at this. Look at this bad dog. You think you got some baubles? Yeah. You think there's some baubles there? Why does the tractor act so weird? Is it always acted that weird and I've never noticed that it acted that weird? That's amazing. Okay, so look, I haven't done this yet. Project Cheer delivery. 0 payload. It looks like it's totally ready. Mark, what's going on, man? Jammin', how you doing? Set up a cage. Put a rooster in. Nice. You do like a lot of farming stuff. You were doing rabbits for a while. You do a lot of farming. Food farming, right? Is it like just for food? Or do you do it for other stuff? For like enjoyment? So Ron's got this all set up. I don't know where the start button is. I'd love to show you how to turn this whole thing on. But I don't think Ron ever gave like an instruction manual. I mean, there's so many buttons laying around here. You never know what button starts anything. You would think that this would be the button, right? That this would be the start button. What we need to do before we get started here is we need to clear out that storage over there. And do we have another storage? I don't want to make a storage, but I guess I could make a storage. Let's see, where's there a printer that's not wired up? So, let's see here. We can make a, you can have a couple of, these guys laying around. Do titanium. Don't know that we have any titanium on this base. I have to shoot off in a few minutes, put the son to bed? No problem. It's rare for me to catch a stream, so I thought I'd just drop by and say hi. Well, Mark, I appreciate you being here, man. I totally understand having to do stuff for the family. I think gladly the family is old enough now that no more changing diapers or putting people to bed or any of that stuff. Now they're teenagers that just ignore their parents. Yeah, standard stuff. standard stuff. It's so fun when they're young and they really want to spend all their time with you. And then it's like, oh my God, you want to spend all of your time with me? I don't know if I can do all of my time with you. And then it's like they gradually grow out of that. They're like, yeah, whatever. You're my parent. You tell me no. So I don't want to hear the no part. All right. Titanium. Man, we don't have any titanium. You didn't leave any titanium around for me? Now I'm going to have to trade for scrap, for some titanium. What is this? What kind of save is this? Alright, let's see what's going on here. I don't even know what's going on. Do we have trade platforms anywhere? I don't think we have trade platforms anywhere, do we? I mean, I could just turn it on. I don't need an extra storage. I could just drop the stuff on the ground. I could do that. But I thought I would honor this awesome automated configuration and do something with it. All right, let's make a trade platform. So we can trade. Greetings from Wisconsin, man. Whoo, you guys are getting hit. What's it like up there? Thanks for being here. I'm glad you have internet. I woke up this morning, both my machines were off. Let's see, is trade platform unlocked? It is. An exo chip? Yeah, don't even have an exo chip. I got to trade for an exo chip. I can't even trade for an exo chip because I don't have... I have tungsten, and I probably don't have iron anywhere, do I? I can't trade for anything. This is hosed. This whole situation is hosed. Do I have iron? I have iron. Oh, let's get a light. Always need a streamer light. And we get a little more oxygen so I can breathe. Alright. Iron. I thought I saw tungsten somewhere. That's holding compound. Lots of snow. Over a foot more to come. Yeah, we were supposed to get a good amount of snow, but it didn't turn out that way. It really didn't turn out that way. Kind of sidestepped us a little bit. There is a medium resource silo I can use right here. If I use that, is that going to mess up Ron's automation? I should probably just make a new one because I don't want to mess up Ron's automation. Do I have any dynamite? Is there a chip laying around here somewhere? Man, that would be brilliant if there was a chip. Ron, where'd you put the chips, man? Where are the chips and dip, my friend? Why am I not seeing an exo chip? Exo chip, exo chip. Oh, now I gotta go look for an exo chip. Do I have a piece of dynamite at least? Is there a piece of dynamite anywhere where I can blow something up? No. No dynamite. Is there any exo chips over here? Don't they give exo chips as part of the reward stuff? Not this reward. Alright. Like I said, I'm going to do Ron's awesome automation thing as a service. Except I don't know what the master switch is. Ron, if you're on, do you remember what the master switch is? Let's go drive around, find ourselves a piece of dynamite, blow one of those containers up. Can we make dynamite? All right, Mark, take it easy, buddy. Have a good day, man. So nice when they actually make it out of bed. Right. 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 Okay, explosive powder. Explosive powder was... Do we happen to have that particular gas over here? I did see some gases. Let's see. Don't recognize this save? Must be very old. You may have a more recent version. This was what year was this? This was 3 years ago? It was a 3-year ago save. Okay, let's make explosive powder. Which we need carbons and a sulfur. Carbon we can get. Carbon. And sulfur. No sulfur here? Argon, methane, helium. Tell me there's no sulfur here. No! No! Oh, my dreams are just disappearing. They're all dying. My dreams are all dying right now. There's sulfur up here. No, there's fuel here. There's no landing pad here. Oh, there's a landing pad right here. Okay, sorry. There's got to be a gas station for sulfur. Let's go. Let's go. Let's launch. Go to another planet. What color is this beacon? This beacon is red. Hopefully there's not another red beacon on this planet. Okay, let's launch off. Is there another... God, look at all the beacons on this thing. Is there another red beacon? I hope not. Let's go to Calidor. Damn, dude, nice base. Not mine. Ron LaFlemme's. Right above you. Ron's got this base. I don't know what this was all about. But he set this up for the limited time event. And this was a couple years ago. This is a couple years craziness. I'm sure that he has much more exciting stuff going. Ron, if you had gas stations, where would you put gas stations? Put a gas station here. Would you do you typically do like just Atrox and Astroneer or something for your gases? Yeah, no gases here. My guess would be an Atrox. Anyways, I gotta go out and drive in this storm. I'm not looking forward to that. I think the roads will probably be fine. They probably got them salted enough. Bongo, but thanks for being here, man. Any updates? What do you want for updates, man? There no like real updates. Saw your Astroneer update video. I've been away for a while. Have they added any story yet? Well, I mean, when was the last time that you played? Story-wise. I need to turn the timestamp on the Twitch side. How do you do that? So I can see when chat comes in. Edit layout? No, that's not it. Now I removed the quick action panel. Alright, come on. Reload this. Does it come back automatic? Yes, it does come back automatically. Freak. I can never figure out how to do this in the chat settings. Here we go. Chat settings. Does this have show timestamp? Sorry, I'm flying around the planet. I'm looking to see this so I can respond to people in a timely manner. Timestamp for new messages. There we go. Perfect. 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 I figured it out. I figured it out. Okay. Hall, what's going on, buddy? The roads aren't salted. A lot of people are going to be salty, right? Okay. Good God. Ron's got a nice gas station here. Is he producing the gas that I want here? Hell no, he's not. Ron, what's up with this? Okay, well, we need to flip it over here. We need to flip it over to sulfur, right? Okay, let's get a little sulfur going. And then we can make our dynamite. Then we can find an exo chip. Then we can make... What were we trying to make? What were we trying to make? I got so sidetracked by what we were supposed to be doing here. Oh. We're making sulfur for dynamite. To blow up an exo cache. So that we can get an exo chip. The exo chip was going to be used on... What again? This is not one of your saves. It is one of your saves, man. Not sure where I picked this from. I got this from you, sir. You know, I got this from you. I know it. I 100% know it. I mean, you might have pulled it off the server, but... Oh, the Astroneer for exo chips? All right, trade platform. Thank you. Not your style. It's not your style. Oh, all right. Well, some mysterious person decided to give this to us. Right. That's it. Trade platform. Needed an exo chip for the trade platform so I can trade for titanium with Astronium. Right. All right. Thank you, Bongo. You figured it all out for me, man. You were critical to figuring out what I was doing. I'm glad somebody was there. You never use full shelters on other planets? Ah. The mystery abounds on who made this then. Well, I'd have to go back. Look, if you put in Project Cheer in my YouTube channel for searches, this file was, did it say 2021? 2021? If you look for year 2021, let me do that after I get this one sulfur here. Okay, we'll fly back to Silva. Big shelters are weird. What? How am I going to print cosmic baubles to complete the cheer event? Or am I going to complete? Are you going to print cosmic? Yeah, I'm going to print. I mean, there's a big giant repository of cosmic baubles there, but I'm going to print them. I'm going to print them to drag this out because otherwise I would just be this stream would have been over 22 minutes ago. It wouldn't have taken that long. Okay, we were next to a red beacon. I kind of knew that there was going to be a bunch of stuff on this planet. We're next to a red beacon. There it is, over here. A lot of stuff going on this save. I don't know who made it, why they made it, but there's a lot of stuff going on this save. Okay, bringing our sulfur in. For the dynamite, or for the explosive powder, right? Explosive powder, carbon. Oh, I needed 2 carbons. Needed 2 carbons. Luckily, there's 2 carbons there. We only need 1 explosive powder. I'm doing all this work and I could just take this damn thing. I'm trying to drag this out as much as humanly possible, people. I'm trying to give you at least some form of entertainment today. And I probably just wasted everybody's time. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come over here. Come over here. All right. While I'm here, hold on. We need to solve the mystery on who gave this file. So let me go to my channel. Let's see. YouTube Studio. Let's look up content. Was it done on a live stream? It probably was done on a live stream. Okay. You DM me your save for this year? We're almost done. I will give it a look, though. I'd have to shut off the game for a minute. Let's see. Let's filter by. Project Cheer. What is this called? It is called Project Cheer, right? LTE. Let's search by LTE. No, wasn't a live stream. Had to have been a live stream, man. I'm not going to spend a long time looking at this. So it was 2021. Let's see. I don't remember what the title was, but let's see here. Can't be that many, right? Of course, I have played a lot of Astroneer in my time. Time to get the hoverboard? No. Okay, 2021. I got to go back to 2021. 2021. Farming. Did anyone bring a healer? Working on the glacial base. Astroneer, 1 billion bytes. Maybe I didn't do Project Cheer on a live stream last year? That would be ridiculous. Or in 2021, that'd be ridiculous. I did the fall update, but then I didn't do... This has got to be it. This has got to be it. Right? Yes, here.
Yeah, that was the whole problem with the big one, is that it would always go for the baubles. It's the reason why we put the small one under there. And we loaded it up with something. I don't remember what it was supposed to be loaded up with, though.
Let me go back to
off this. Oh, you moved this over here. Yeah, that was the whole problem with the big one, is that it would always go for the baubles. It's the reason why we put the small one under there. And we loaded it up with something. I don't remember what it was supposed to be loaded up with, though.
Josh, whose save was this file? Was this your guys' file? Let me send it off.
Yep, I got the beanie.
Oh, this was on the server.
Yep, stop maintaining my points.
Okay. I think it's you, me, DBA, and is there anybody else participating in this during this stream? Okay, mystery solved. Public server, not the Patreon server. Okay, well, we figured it out. Sorry, Ron, I was giving you credit for something that was not yours. I thought for sure it was yours. All right, so I have dynamite. Let's go find the exo chip. And from there, then we'll create the... Well, we didn't have to, right? We didn't have to. Should I go find an exo chip or not? I mean, I went all the way and got some sulfur, built the dynamite. Should I get the exo chip and build a trade platform and trade, which is what I was trying to do to begin with, or should I just go and do this stupid thing? Because who knows how many exo caches they've already blown up. They might have blown up a bunch of them. What is it, green? The exo caches are green? Let's see if I can find one. There's one. There's one that looks like what? It's in a mountain or something? No, that's a green. Is that? Oh, that's a beacon. Sorry. My eyes are old. I got old eyes. We'll just drive for a little bit. If we happen to see a chip laying around on the ground, or we see an exocache, we'll get it. Did the dead Astroneer dudes typically have a... Do they have an exo chip or no? No, they wouldn't have made it that easy, right? What's the reason of putting a cache? Exo caches will be in the woods? Yeah, but, you know, this was on a server that a bunch of people ran, so, you know, the question is there one that still exists in the world? Is there one that still exists? We'll just try a little bit more. A little more. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think they probably scoured this whole place. Better luck in caves? Oh, great. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to go to an unknown planet and then get into a cave. That's asking for trouble. Try this over here. I don't have a paver or anything like that. If I had a paver, I would definitely go down into a cave. Oh, dang it, don't fall in there. That's it, run. That's run right there. Hold on. I need to get some Astroneer to trade for it? Yeah, I know. Problem is, to get a trade platform, I need a freaking exochip. It's a catch-22 situation here, my friend. Don't give me a hard time. There's one right in front of me. Somewheres. Oh, they even had dynamite here. How weak is that? How weak is that? If I need to waste time, don't do bauble. Oh, I know, but that I don't have that much time. I do have to go get my son today. Man, if I go in there, I'm not coming out with like a lot of work here. Hold on. Did I bring a soil canister with me? Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. I didn't bring anything that would help me out. This is my idea of hardcore. Being dumb. This is don't use your brain ever. That's my idea of hardcore. Where's this stinky exocache? Are you guys seeing it? Oh, now I see it. Alright, let's blow this to Kingdom Come. Get a chip. Drop all this garbage. All this garbage. I just needed one dang chip. That was it. And I only got one chip anyways. 2 chips. Oh, I thought I heard my heartbeat. Okay, now we can go back to the base so that we can build a trade platform so that we can trade, and we'll be in good shape. No story. Astroneer's had a story. They've had a story for a while. You could get to like the awakening part of the story. Now, what do you guys feel about... Here's the real test. I mean, I only got like 30 of you guys on today watching this, but what if Astroneer does put out an expansion that is paid for? One, would you buy it? And two, what would be the price limit? I mean, if they turned around and said it was $49.99, would you buy it for that price? I guess that's kind of subjective, right? Because, I mean, if it had like an entirely new bunch of this, that, and the other thing, it'd probably be absolutely worth it. But would you? What would be your top price you'd pay for it? $10 max for the DLC? Well, you know, just looking at their cosmetics and the price of their cosmetics, I think that's aggressively low. Probably some... Ooh, dang it. What I get for reading. Don't ever read chat. Yep. There we go. Back it out. Probably something like 30 bucks. I mean, are you just trying to guess on the price, or are you saying that's the price that you would pay? It's 30 bucks. There's my red beacon. Knew it was over here somewhere. That's the max you would pay? I guess for me it would be content quality. It'd be content. Not... Well... Yes, quality would be part of that, but it would be content. If you get a whole new solar system, you'd pay like 20, 30 bucks. If the update is something like Rails update but better, no more than 10 bucks. Yeah... Depends on what they add, I know. No interest in cosmetics, I know. I mean, I do like the cosmetics. I just think that it's a little bit pricey. Their cosmetics are pricey. I'm not trying to, you know, dispute or belittle or any of that stuff of what they put out. I think everything that they put out has been great. It's been free up to this point, so it's really been great. It's really hard to criticize when somebody gives you stuff for free, right? So... Trade platform, okay, doing that. But now if they turn around and they actually add a price point to the update, to the expansion, quote unquote, then it's like, that you're opening yourself up for criticism. Because if it's not that great, people are gonna say wasn't worth the money that I paid for it. You can see I have purchased some stuff from the Qubit store. I don't know that I purchased it, but I was given a lot of Qubits at one point in time. And I've been using them sparingly. And then a lot of this stuff has also been from the LTEs and stuff like that. Fixed income makes it kind of sketchy. Makes Astroneer kind of sketchy. I mean, it's nothing new. Other games have done it. They're just kind of ridiculous. Like, look at Icarus, for example. I look at Icarus. I like the game a lot. I think it's a great survival game. But they turned around and they put out DLCs for cosmetics. We're talking the ability to purchase additional items in the game. To build additional items in the game. Not purchase, sorry. The ability to... hold on here, hold on. Astroneer for exochips. Scrap for... What can I get out of this again? I need... Titanite. It's a 2 for 1. I have plenty of scrap. I don't think I have Astronium laying around up here. I don't know. Not my safe. So, you know, one of the big things in Icarus is base building. And so what they did is that they added the ability to build more things. But you had to pay for it. And you go and you look and you read the description. It's like, you get maybe 12 items. And then they're asking for like 19 bucks for those 12 items. It's like, I can't justify spending $19 on 12 items. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's purely cosmetic. It's not functional stuff. It's not like I get a better bow or a better anything. But, you know, I don't know. Justin? Holy God. Holy God, man. What's going on, dude? I was just watching an old stream of Astroneer because I told GBA I'd go through the old Astroneer streams and find out when he really messed me up. and I heard your voice on there. What's going on, my friend? How you been? How you doing? What's been going on with you? What is the news? You're out of the military, right? You've got a civilian job now? What are you doing? What's your civvy job? Oh, damn it, there was a trade platform right here. Man, how did I miss that trade platform? Oh, well, we went on an adventure, people. You know what? We went on an adventure. Working in IT? What, IT's too general. What is IT to you? You hardware, you software, you networking, you security, you... What part of IT are you in? You're expecting 29 to 39 for the new expansion? Price point? Yeah. DBA here? Not your DBA, of course. Daniel, what's going on? $10 for a new planet? I'd pay for a new system, that's for sure. I don't know. I kind of felt that Joe was giving us like a secret message. How are you saying things are not as they are seemed? I don't know. You know, the Awakening was the last thing that they did, right? Configuration, so not really true IT. It's just to start waiting to move to get to real stuff. How have I been? I've seen Recfax is back on again. Thursday nights, man. Thursday nights, and we'd love to have you. Well, configuration, what are you talking about? Are you configuring... Come on, man, spit it out, dude. So you're not in the military anymore. You can actually talk about what you do. Spit it out. What kind of configuration are you doing? Are you doing like SharePoint configuration? Or are you doing like, you know, blog configuration? Or website configuration? What are you doing? Okay, we have a bazillion baubles over there, and they look fantastic, and I don't want to put down anybody who's working on the whole bauble thing. They look great. Don't want to waste your effort and take your baubles. But I will fire up your automation thing. And, yeah. We're going to get that going. So all of this stuff was, I guess, from somebody's previous something or other. So we'll put all that stuff over there. All these little resources. Server hardware, router, stuff like that. Oh, you're asking. You're asking. Right, see? Got even Josh interested in this. If it still works, I think it's broke. No, it's got to work. Don't be positive, man. It's got to work. Just went through all of this. We just have to find the right button. So, okay. So this button looks like the master button. So that is tied into this arm, that arm, this arm, and this storage, which has... Oh, it does have Astroneer in there. Ooh, I wonder where they're getting Astroneer from. Anyways, there's only 197 Astroneer left. So maybe... Let's see what happens if we hit this. Okay, that turned on. If we switch the output on... Sweet. Okay, I think we got baubles being produced. Hold on. Thursday's got it. I do a lot of imaging for the city you live in and the school districts. So local hospitals for printer, incorporated, nothing special. It's cool. It looks cool, though. It sounds cool. And I don't... Okay, why is... That storage shut that off. This was feeding this. Why does the Astroneer printer printing compound? Yeah, that's not going to work. We want the baubles. There we go. Cosmic bauble. On repeat. On. Holy God. How fast is this thing going to print out? Let's see. We want this on. And we want this on, right? Oh, was that storage supposed to be there? I think that storage was supposed to be there. Hold on. Okay, why did this stop, though? Did you just give me a bauble? It did, you bastard. Get out of here. Why did I put 2 on the bottom down there? What is that all about? Come on back, baby. We loaded up again. Let's go. Automation at its finest. Let's turn this. Get rid of this over here. Oh, you're saying it's not locked into it? Let me turn this one off then. Oh, it's just sitting there. Right. Right. I see what you're saying. That should have been a bigger platform. Right. Too small for the rocket. Right. We should probably pause the printing. I'm thinking we should pause the printing one. Oh, wait, hold on, turn this off. Ziploc, I did this yesterday after watching your video about the upcoming stuff. Already had the hard suit. Didn't need to send the rocket off too many times. Yeah. Let's stop the auto printing over here. Because I've got a decent pile going on. And these print out super fast. Really don't like that this platform is not attached. I guess the only reason that they put that platform there was to have power be connected. Is that how I'm reading all of this? I mean, does it really need to be connected? I mean, if I get rid of this guy, let's turn this off. Disconnect this power and this power. Unlock this platform, move it out of the way, and then just put this here. This is all still going to run. Yeah, the rocket doesn't need power, but I thought maybe they were using that platform as like a branch for power to complete that little circuit. Didn't look that way, though. We can turn this auto arm back on. I know this is all... I'm breaking the automation by turning things on and off, but... if I, for some reason... don't have enough scrap to complete this mission, there's all of this right here. Ron designed this thing, so who knows? Ron claims he didn't design anything. Ron is claiming no part of this, my friend. Which I find very hard to believe because him, Kill, Hole, a few other guys are like the automation kings of Astroneer. Stop giving me baubles, man. I wasn't within your little bauble dropping thing. I swear. Play with your baubles elsewhere. Leave me alone. Can you automate the rocket to go up when it's full? I think you can. I think you can. I think what I think you could do is you can put it on a timer. Like this is a there's a timer over here. I think that timer might have been associated to something. I'm not too sure. I mean, you can't automate it to say, "Oh, it's full," and then oh, hey, stop. The EXO has to be launched manually? Really? Can't put it on a button? It won't fire on a button? The trade platform will, though, right? Can automate the loading and unloading. We should have enough. Should have enough. Unlock Rockstar. And then the hard suit. What was the hard suit? I'm sure I have the hard suit. What was the hard suit, though? I mean, we'll just finish it out. Yeah, that's the hard suit right there. Now you don't feel so lazy for manually sending it yourself? Clearly somebody has some automatic bytes being generated on this save because... Oh my god. Did you see that? It grabbed and put it in my tool because my tool was within the bubble. Weird. I always thought that that was kind of like a fake thing. That this was kind of like, you know, it wasn't like the real thing sticking out there. Wow. I never knew that. Needed to speed things up. I can send a second. Man, this would go too fast, don't you think? This would go really fast if I do that. Besides, I like hanging out with you guys. I haven't hung out with you guys on Astroneer in a long time. 500 kind of nicks away at it pretty fast. We are going to need more baubles, though. Let's turn the machine back on. Don't want my son to be waiting? I'm probably going to leave in about an hour and a half. I'm watching the weather, and it's like if it gets too crazy, man, he's staying there. I told him last night. Tell me when is the earliest I can pick you up? And he didn't bother responding to us last night. I guess he was having too much fun being independent. So I texted him this morning and said, okay, well, since you didn't respond to me about me driving 2 hours to come pick you up, I may or may not pick you up today. He immediately responded to that. How'd the meal go where I cooked for the entire class? You mean the soccer team? I was doing a lot of cooking for his soccer team. Myself and one other father were doing meals for their away games. And is that the one you were talking about? There was one that I did for the potluck, which was like cooking for 90-something people. I think that was the one maybe you might be talking about. Dude, they loved the chicken. They loved the chicken. I found this from a Southern Belle, you know, Southern sweet lady. She had this fried chicken recipe, but I didn't want to do fried chicken, so I just turned it into a dry rub. And I took essentially her seasonings that she would put in the flour and just turned it into a dry rub. And that thing is amazing. I think I have it on... I think I have the rub on the Cooking with Midnight section. It's amazing. And even though it says 2 tablespoons of salt, don't ditch out on the salt. It may seem like it's a little salty, but man, the flavor is amazing. Maybe you could reduce the salt a little bit, but you got to have that salt in there to bring out the other flavors. Anyways, I brought that thing, and I went back, what was it? When I dropped my son off that weekend, I was like, how did the chicken go? And then the chicken was gone. It was gone in minutes. It was gone. Out of all the other stuff that was there, the chicken was gone first. So they're having another potluck on the 22nd. So I'm going to do, I don't remember how many pieces of chicken I did, but I think I did. And I barbecued them. So, I mean, I put them on the grill and barbecue them. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do another round of chicken. Maybe I'll do two pans of chicken this time. Just made my mouth water. That chicken is so good. Now I want some of that chicken. The parents are great, though. You know, all the parents that have their kids in that school are super engaging. They're super involved. Even for the soccer team, I think we were able to raise... Well, we started kind of raising a little bit late money for their food. But I think we got roughly about $1,500 out of the parents for food. I did this really cool sweatshirt design. That was one of the ways that we generated money, which was, I think we gathered like $300-something off of the sweatshirt sales. And then the rest was all just pure donation. But we started getting a lot more donations in when we were sending pictures of what food was being delivered to them, what they were getting. The school does provide food for their away games, but it literally is 2 pieces of bread, a piece of meat, and a cheese, and that's it. It's dry. There's like no lettuce, no tomato, no onion, no anything. It's just a prison sandwich. Because unfortunately, their away games are during the time that the cafeteria is open, and they do really good food there. I mean, the food is not bad, but they really do disservice to the sports people, because their food that they give the teams that are doing away missions or away games are not. It's just not good. It's not to the level that it should be. Is that RTGs or batteries you just got? I think it was batteries, right? I didn't get any RTGs. It was batteries? It wasn't even batteries. I didn't get any batteries. I got packagers. Unless it's sitting off the side over here. Yeah, packagers. Packagers and field shelters. I got like 3 field shelters. I got a medium battery. Who wants 3 field shelters? I mean, come on. Give me a break here. All right, so out of everybody here, any thoughts on the tree sap thing? On the tree tapper? What is the tree tapper going to produce? What's your guess? Any guesses? A new resource? A new resource just for the LTE, or a new resource for the game in general? Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say like resin and organic. I don't know about resin and organic. Sap, yes, I could say some sort of extraction from the tree. And if you look at the LTE image that's right underneath it, it looks like sap. Though the sap that's on that tree does not look like a standard resource, right? Look at all these resources, right? The sap on that tree does not look like any of these resources. It doesn't look like any resource in Astroneer at all. All resources have some sort of clickable, attachable kind of thing. And that resource does not look like it has any kind of attachable thing. Ooh. Portable smelters are like the bomb. They're for the win, man. Portable smelters are awesome. A fuel, maybe? Hmm. Well, it definitely looks like... I mean, let's... Is there a gas canister around here? See, the sap thing looks like this. If you can see my cursor moving around, it looks like this, right? I mean, it's a slightly different design. It's got a little bit longer extension thing, but it's got a little light on it. It didn't have the arrow on the top. I looked at it. But it's got like a little bit. So I think it is, you put it on the tree, it extracts some sort of resource from the tree. That's my guess. What resource? We don't know, my friend. We don't know. Now, if I needed more Astroneer, would it be down this hole? Probably would be, wouldn't it? I know Justin's coming in after... we haven't seen Justin in like a year, man. He's been MIA. He gets out of the military and he just freaking disappears. I sent him 80 pounds of stuff. I hope everybody enjoyed all that stuff. It was fun to send. I know it was like way too much stuff to send you. But you know what? I think everybody had just a great time supporting you and supporting the troops and sending that out. And I hope all the people on the ship enjoyed whatever was created from or what they got from that. It was a big box of sugar. It was a giant box of sugar. That thing was stuff. I was worried about that as like they were gonna stop it from getting to you because it was so much. It was like I had a concern if they were gonna be like, no way, man, this is too much. I can imagine. They probably had it was you're on a ship, so what do you get deliveries by helicopter? Can you imagine the guy that offloaded that thing? He's like, what the hell is this? Who's this kid, Justin? Why is he getting 2 massive boxes of stuff? Maybe extract tree seeds so we can grow back our damaged ecosystem. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I was told, though... I was told that the way that trees are worked is they're not a resource. They're not an object. They're a texture of some sort. And when that texture gets put down onto the ground, then it renders the trees in place for it. So I that was kind of weird. There was a... What was the explanation? We were... It was when they did the hoverboard. Joe came on a stream. He got beaten up because everybody was bitching about, you know, changing the way that the mission was done because it was part of the mission log that you had to unlock to be able to get to the hoverboard and do the hoverboard and unlock the hoverboard stuff. So he came online and we were talking about... We were actually talking about the customization stuff, and it was like, how hard can it be to like have a slider for that stuff? And then he was talking about some of this stuff is not, it's not really what you think it is. It's not really an object in the world. It's not created as an individual object that can be repainted back in there. So I don't know, some interesting things. Awesome surprise that Hilo carried it in. What did you keep out of all that stuff that we sent you? You probably kept like the beef jerky and the... I think there was one beef jerky I didn't send to you because it was too damn good. I taste tested it and it was like, I'm keeping this one. That was a Korean barbecue beef jerky. Oh my god, that stuff was amazing. I didn't want a fight to start out on the ship because that was just too good. So I was thinking of you, man. I was thinking of you. Cameron, you just kept the good stuff. I know. That was so nice that you shared. Right. You were how many to a room? Are you like in like a big bunk area, or did you have like 6 to a little? I don't want to say a cabin. It's not a cruise, but 6 to a compartment or something. Or are you in like a major? You were in with like 300 other guys or something. 300 guys in a confined space sleeping at night? Dude, I would not want to do that, man. How many farts that would be? That would be horrible. Alright, the hard suit got unlocked. Technically, this is over. We can just go for goodies now. You want to go for goodies? You're in a cube with 12. Small room cramped with about 60 total. It was terrible. Well, I hope all those guys, you shared with all those guys. Usually only about 6, but you got screwed. Figuratively, I hope not literally. Oh. All right, well, let's take off. Let's see. We ended this one, right? Tink. Let's take another fully. What are all the goodies you get from the trade platform? You get the initial ones are like, shoot, I had it up a minute ago. Go back like a couple minutes and it's usually a pallet, a suit, and like a hat or something, or an eyepiece or something like that. But you can keep sending these off for like care packages. And they drop you off some stuff. I mean, it's not, if you have a configuration set up like this where you've got the resources and after 10,000, yeah, they send you just more of the same, right? Exo chips, and it's kind of like a random. But you know, the best ones out of that are the portable smelters. It's the QD RTGs. Exo chips are too easy to get other ways. All these other things are like, I mean, I guess, you know, field shelter's nice to have, or a medium battery's nice to have, but those aren't too difficult to get. I think the field shelter takes doesn't take silicon, so maybe that one's a little bit harder to build. So getting a free one of those is better. Let's get another exo trade platform going. I don't remember what it takes to make. So hopefully it's not... That's not part of the large, is it? Exo request platform, 2 resins, 1 ceramic. 2 resins and a ceramic. We have soil here. Ceramic. Do we have 2 resins? Resin sitting over on this. Don't see any resin over there. I don't have any soil. Is there a soil canister somewhere? Well, here's a little soil. Enough for what I need. This is not my save file, so for those of you guys that are going, oh, why don't you know what's in there? Why don't you know what's on your base? Because I didn't make this. Resin. Thanks for following, Naive Po. Naive Po? Is that how you pronounce that? I'm horrible. I'm absolutely horrible at pronunciation. I am slightly dyslexic. I'm not as bad. I'm not as bad as other people I know. So my pronunciation is wrong, mainly because I read everything wrong. I read it all wrong. School was tough. But you know, you just gotta do what you gotta do, man. Have you ever considered decorating the base using tethers and fences? No, see, that's another thing, right? That is another thing that I just keep, you know, I don't... There's a lot of I don't know whys to Astroneer. I think mainly the reason for the reserved amount of items that System Era put out is not necessarily technology, but because of the way they did their, what is it called, something, whatever, the UI, where the UI is not a pop-up dialogue that, you know, has a list of items. It's this type of thing where you've got buttons and you go through it. Can you imagine them introducing, let's say, another 200 items? Decoration, flowers, you know, different types of lamps, different type of whatever. I think it would become so hard to use their interface that I bet you that's one of the reasons why they decided not to do that type of integration. I don't know. I'm guessing, snowballing it. But I always did business applications as a software developer, and I just think that that's one of those things that you would run across in the development cycle that would be like, dang, how do I do that in my UI? How does my UI support that without people just going batty? Right? Okay, let's try to get a 50-50 spread here. Good. Now, we're going to go through quite an enormous amount of baubles. So let's get this bauble machine turned back on again. And I have a ton over here. It's not that I don't have a ton over there. Oh, are we not within the radius to get a full load? What's the radius? I thought I was in the radius for it. Come on, why aren't you delivering? Yeah. Anyways, I'm really curious. You can overlap them if they're on a platform? Oh god, we're going back to the platform thing, huh? I could sit these guys on top of this if they're both sitting in it on here like this? No. You're talking about a bigger platform. You're talking about something like that, right? Yo, 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 calm down. Why are you trying? I picked it up while the rockets were going and they tried to fly away on me. Oh, they have to be attached. Well, if this loads it up just like this, loads them both up, I'll keep them just like this. How about in line? Could do it like that. I think I got it, though. I think this works. We'll try the next round here. How about placing it over your rover so it would load automatically? Would it load from the rover if I put it on the rover? Didn't they get rid of auto loading for trade platforms? That was like a long time ago. Remember it used to auto load? When it was only scrap, it would auto load by itself for the trade platform. trade platform does. They broke it and then they fix it later in the later release. Did we run out of baubles? I think we ran out of Astroneer. Yep. We ran out of Astroneer. I mean, not that it matters. I have a ton. And I think probably if I go down into the core down there, there'll be enough. I mean, look at this. There's an asinine amount of resources over here. Probably set up another auto arm to do a little bit faster stuff, but you know, we started to get into the custom configurations. We were doing the hard missions, and they were a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun doing them. We didn't do all the planets, but we did Calidor. We did... oh, shoot. I need to go back and look. But I think we did 3 planets. We had a great time. I think we started on Atrox. We did Calidor, and I believe we did Visania. I want to say that we did Visania. And it was good. And then I was like, okay. I had put off for a long time. System Error was asking me to do a configuration. And I had put it off. There was a lot of things going on in my life last year. And I had put it off and was... Because I was doing the hard missions, I was like, okay, now I'm back into it. My brain's back into it. I'm ready to go. And... then we went into the configuration manager and found out that they removed the ability to shut off individual items out of the research catalog because it was causing problems with the mission with the missions. And I was like, no. No. Rano, what's going on? Easiest thing to do is get a train down there? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, no, no. Shut up, shut up, shut up, stop, stop, stop. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Train would work great. This is not my save, though. This is not my save file. This is other friends. When we were running the dedicated server, the public dedicated server, we were doing this. It looks like we got a little bit of fuel and some jump jets. Nothing too exciting out of that round. And so this is one of the files that we pulled off one of those servers. Oh, here. Take that last one first. Yeah, so we didn't get to do our super hard, I hope they bring that back. I hope they figure out how to fix that problem. They just kind of got rid of it and didn't say anything about it. They've done that in the past. You know, the creative update. Right before the creative update, the world size was... The worlds for each of the... in the planetary system were larger. And then they quietly reduced the size of the planets. There's changes that they've made that they haven't announced. They haven't been part of their release notes or whatever. I don't know why they chose to do it that way. I mean, I think you would get some minor complaints that, oh man, what'd you do that for? But then it'd be over. Instead of kind of being a little bit sneaky about it. Does a button repeater signal affect the beacon colors? I think it does. Could use it as an indicator, like what, just a flashing color kind of indicator. Doesn't the beacon kind of already indicate something? All right, let me check the weather, see if I want to risk doing this drive. Yeah, my son's location is under a red storm warning. I don't know, maybe there's a window. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's a window of time I can go. Yeah, his school is at the edge of a storm. Not the best place to be. All right, I'll go at 2. I'll leave at 2. I'll end the stream here shortly. What? That's crap resources, man. What you give me that for? Give me some. They give me some resin. They give me some standard resources as part of this reward. Get out of here. How about a co-op series with you? Oh, with my son? They never got into this game, man. They never got into this game. I tried to get them into this game. They never got into it. I have one son that plays Spy Party. I mean, I'm talking like excessive amount of Spy Party. So much Spy Party that we've had to have conversations with him about his Spy Party playing. And here's the thing about Spy Party. Spy Party, let me see, I'm looking it up. I'm actually going to buy that game when it goes on sale. Spy Party has been in... It was released in 2018. Or that's when they... I think that they released their... I'm not too sure how the release date works. Because I think the release date works also... Oh, Jesus. I'm not paying attention. No! I think the release date also... See, I was reading something. Thank you guys for pointing that out, though, by the way. Now I'm going to have to flip those canisters over. That's so retarded. Oh, that's great. Hold on. Let me fix this problem. Man, you guys. You didn't say it fast enough. Where do you get the purple globes? The purple globes are created on the printer, the small printer, and they can be created with Astroneer and scrap. Astroneer you get like towards the core, and then the scrap you can make the scrap. You know, this base is a tribute to people who love to do automation, and there's you know, essentially this is all created out of soil and malachite. Malachite, they create and do, I think they're doing floodlights and scrapping it. And then the soil they're turning into... I don't know what they're doing with the soil. I think that soil might be for the gas station. I think the astronium, they just go down and they get the astronium. But the scrap is from malachite. Okay, anyways, back to Spy Party. Spy Party is a game that was published on 2018. Now, published, I think they also, the publish date also is reflected as part of when they go into early access. So it has been in early access for the last 6 years. Now, that's not crazy in and of itself because sometimes games take a long time to make. This one, unfortunately, has not had an update in like 3 years. But my son is like totally into this game. He's totally into this game. To the neighborhood of 737 hours total so far. With 61 hours being played recently, within the last 2 weeks. Shame on him. Shame on him. Last played last night. I don't know that he knows that I can see his stuff. And what he's doing on his stuff. But, yeah, I can. I need to not lead on to that. Anyways, the whole preface of Spy Party, it's kind of unique. You're one of two people. You're either the spy, and you have tasks to complete, kind of like Among Us. And you've got, or you're a sniper. And the sniper's job is to look into a room. It's a small environment. And there's NPCs roaming around doing stuff in the room. You might want to look at the auto arms. Yes, I did. And it doesn't seem like the additional care packages are worth it. Yeah, that last one definitely wasn't. And you're trying to figure out who out of those NPCs is the spy. And you have one shot in your sniper rifle. And you either win or you lose, right? So, interesting preface. I mean, the game is an interesting preface. But he plays a lot of that game. Okay, I've got enough for maybe another package here. We'll do a couple more of these and then that's it. Doesn't it ever say anything good? It does. I mean, I got some cuties. I got some portable smelters. I've got some... This is part of the announcement that they made with rebalancing. I don't know if rebalancing was the correct word for this, but I think they're going and they're going to make the rewards be a little bit more beneficial. But what do you really need? I mean, what would you think is beneficial? It used to be kind of like Astroneer before the extractors were done. But now that you got extractors, you can get massive amount of resource. So no resource is really valuable to get anymore. Cuties are the only thing that you would want? Yeah. Astroneer's easy to get? Right. Absolutely. Could the devs implement a blueprint system? Well, what do you mean by blueprint system? How many hours do I have in Astroneer? How many hours do I have in Astroneer? Not as much as other people do, but I think I have over 1,000. Let's see. I'm going to preface this by saying this game has been around for 6 years. I've been playing this for the last 6 years, okay? I'm going to preface it like saying that. I have 2,142 hours in Astroneer. I've been playing for 6 years, okay? Don't give me a hard time. I don't care if you give me a hard time. Astroneer's kind of been what this channel was almost founded on, to be honest with you. And the only reason I did this channel was because 7 years ago, my sons were like, I don't really like watching TV that much, so I play video games for my entertainment. I'd come home from work and spend time with the family, and then instead of watching a show, I would come and play video games. And so they were all like, they were really into like YouTubers back then. They were like 10 and stuff, so they were like, oh, why don't you do some Minecraft and stuff like that? And I was like, okay, well, I'll try it. And then I didn't think anybody was going to watch. And I was pleasantly surprised that people started watching. And yeah, I've met some great people playing this, and I've had some great adventures playing Astroneer. And, you know, there's some that just absolutely ring out to me. One of them was with Justin. And we're roaming. We was on a planet called Tundra before Glacio existed. And it was a massive planet. And he was trying to guide me back to where the hab was at. Oh, man. Do you see me? Right? Do you see me? He was flying overhead in a shuttle. It's so hilarious. I mean, that whole thing was so hilarious. It was out. We were on for hours, and I can't imagine how many people were watching. There was a bunch of people watching, twice, triple this amount, watching us for 2 hours, if not more, try to figure out how the hell to get back. It was it was good. It was so good. It was so good. And then yeah, there was other other adventures like that. So I've had a lot of fun in Astroneer. All right, we'll do one more crap mission of this stuff, and then I gotta go. But let's see. Here's all the resources I've gotten so far. You know, it's a mixed bag, right? Some cuties, some power, some resources, some we got a couple field shelters in there. We got the medium-sized batteries in there, so it's totally mixed bag. A mixed bag on what you get. Anyways, I think this is one of the, you know, one of the things that they said they were going to try to balance was the reward system in the game. And, you know, what they're going to balance it to, I don't know. I mean, what's useful to one person, what's useful to others is totally different. So, how do you balance that? Excuse me. If you could automate the EXO request platforms, this would be sweet. Because you could totally automate this bauble production and then, you know, just go crazy on getting these little extra resources. It'd be kind of amazing. Don't you think? I should do, I mean, this would be incredibly difficult, but I should do my Astroneer recap video of the last 7 years or 6 years of Astroneer. That's a lot of Astroneer. I know, man. I think I have... I need to go back and look at it, but I think I've got like over 300 Astroneer videos on the channel. It'd be a lot of work to find out, to go through that and get like the best bits out of there. But it might be a lot of fun. Show the storms that people haven't seen from early access. I love the storms. I love Terrain 1.0 because the planets were massive, and I love the storms. I know people hated the storms, but there was a sense of fear when you heard that wind come up. You heard the wind starting to whip and howl. You didn't know if you were going to get a box storm or a windstorm or combination of whatever, and you're like, if you were far away from your tether lines and stuff and the storm came up, it was like, oh, do I have enough oxygen to like, just be able to bury myself in a hole for a while and try to survive. That was the strategy. Dig a hole, wait out the storm, try to wait out the storm, and then yeah, that was a whole strategy. You once did a Mega Base review and I really enjoyed it. Would love to see more of it. That was Ron. That was Ron. That was Hole. That was Kilmowski. That was God, help me out, Ron. There was one other person, and I'm embarrassed to not remember his name because every once in a while he sends me a freaking Steam game. Oh no! Turn off! Josh, no. Armageddon, Zen site. Yeah, that was all. That's all Ron, man. The Billionaire Bites, Ron, and a bunch of other people. I don't know who comes up with these ideas. I don't know if it was Ron, it was Hole, it was Kilmowski, or whoever. I don't know who the creator of the ideas were, but typically the biggest projects that have been done in Astroneer have been Ron has been a part of. Ron wasn't part of our creative build that we did. We created an Astroneer out of the side of a mountain. We sculpted it out of the side of a mountain. It took a lot of time. Everybody had a piece of that project of what to sculpt, and I think it was 4 of us. I think it was Nerd, myself, DBA, and Warfrat. I think we were the 4 main people that worked on that. Bring back the Mega Base review? The Mega... Look up, it's Armageddon. It's called Armageddon. I don't think we have like anything. We used to do races, yeah. We never did a hoverboard track. Never did a hoverboard track. The last race that we had was like a combination of a bunch of people that helped out to build the track. They all had pieces of it to build it. Do new bases. I don't know what state the Patreon server's in. What state is the Patreon server in? Is it something that just... because we don't have the public server anymore. It just wasn't getting used. It wasn't getting used enough to do the public server. But we could start like a new massive project. I'd have to think of what we would do for the massive project. The problem is that there's not enough pieces in Astroneer to make everything unique. I mean, there really isn't. If there were more decoration pieces, if there was more variation in like power or lighting or whatever, you could have some really neat structures going on. Now, I'm not the type of person that sits down and you know, does the true flat type of stuff. There's a lot of great YouTubers out there that do that true flat, and they do some pretty amazing buildings based off of that true flat stuff. I can never do it, nor have I really have any interest in doing it. So sculpting a big bit, because sculpting is a little bit difficult in this game. It's not as easy as you would think it is. It's very hard pushing these vertices around. It's a lot easier when you got a block system and you could just like lay out blocks and have it be, you know, whatever. Or even like new voxel systems where you can put in a wall but then take pieces out of the wall and have it be something, right? Yeah, most of this stuff that I'm getting is just like scrap. Some more thrusters, but they're not the good type of thrusters. Oh, well, the hydrazine jetpack. That's a good thruster. That's a good jetpack. Do one more. One more. 8 more minutes. Let's see. See what we can pull off in one more. Patreon server started a new save 2 weeks ago. If we could come up with an idea for like a something, I'm down to help out with that. I haven't played Astroneer in earnest since we did the hardcore stuff, and like I said, I like the hardcore stuff. But you like larger planets? Go back to. You got to go back to like the pre-alpha stuff. The pre-alpha stuff is pretty decent stuff. Still working on auto sorter with all the extras. You know, I don't know if they ever did the rail system to the point where you could get like a fully automated everything out of it. Ron would be able to tell you better than that. You know, with Ron's help, I was able to put up some rail videos to do like junctions and stuff where you can have several carts on a single line delivering to a single point. And, you know, I thought we had some challenges with that. I don't know if those ever got resolved. But they didn't, you know. I love Systemera. They're a great company. They're a great group of people. I think they made a great game. I think that there's a lot of things that they also leave uncompleted. Like they put in a rail system, but they didn't go to the point where it's a fully functional rail system, like Railway Tycoon or Transport Fever, where they have, you know, you can build an incredible rail system, or like a City Skylines where you can put in an incredible rail system. That would make the game a lot more functional if they had those things in place. You could do a lot more with automating and transporting of goods from one location to another. You know, if you could have a rail station that was designated like, or the rails in Satisfactory, right? You can have a rail system that was dedicated where the station said, I can accept this type of resource. And then you can send a train there, or various trains there, or through that station, and the only resource that would get delivered would be that resource. Unfortunately, they didn't go far enough with the whole rail system. Great concept. Not the best of execution. I mean, it works. It's just a limited. I say limited execution. I don't want to put it down because it was great to have it in there, but it could be more. Could have been more. You know, the lore related stuff. I like the Galastropod stuff. I like the Awakening stuff. There's a lot of that lore though that could have been delivered in different ways. Like it could have been more interactable. It could have had more interaction from the user instead of just like FedEx go collect this or do that. It could have been something a little bit more involved to make that getting of lore be a more rewarding kind of experience. Yeah, not sure. Not sure why they did the things that they did, but I'm happy that they've continuously given us stuff. I mean, I'm really impressed with Systemera in that regard, that they've been generous enough to give us all of this stuff free, because they didn't have to. I mean, they absolutely did not have to. They could have charged us for every single thing that came down the pipe, and maybe in hindsight they should have. Maybe they should have. I don't know what the decision to sell, why they were motivated to do that. Their EBITDA was $7 million a year with a net profit of $3 million a year. I would think that they would be able to continue to keep their company running with that amount of money. I mean, you make a $3 million profit. So they just didn't seem like they had anything else coming out of the pipe. And I think that's what kind of maybe forced them to do something different. I don't know. I don't know. I really wanted to have a conversation with Joe. I don't know why Joe decided to not have a conversation with me. Maybe this is stuff that they just couldn't talk about or didn't want to talk about or wasn't willing to answer those tough questions. But would really wanted to know why Systemera decided to... I mean, maybe they were just tired. They've been doing it for X number of years. Maybe they wanted to... The owners wanted to move on to something new and something more exciting to them. I can see that. I understand that. Why not just give the company to your people then? Why not give it to your employees? The people that have been working on the game and been believing in the game. Instead of taking the buyout. A lot of questions. Never got answered. Never got answered. At any rate, that's it for me. We were able to stretch this out to 2 hours, which I think was fantastic. I think it was fantastic. I mean, everything was kind of pre-made and all that, but we still stretched it out for 2 hours. And I think that was great. So I got this taken care of. Don't know when the new LTE is going to come out. They said this month. And so we're already in almost the middle of the month. And we have not seen hide nor hair, any kind of notification or news. So it might be at the end of the month or hopefully in the next couple days. I don't know when it's going to come out. But I wanted to make sure that I got this Project Cheer completed before they ended it. And yeah, that's it. So everybody, have a wonderful evening. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tonight. I might be, since I don't have to get my son late. I can actually go early to go pick him up. So I might be streaming again tonight. I don't know what I'll be streaming. There are a couple games that I picked up that I think will be worth maybe checking out on stream. But that's it. Everybody have a wonderful night. It was great seeing everybody. Justin, it was great seeing you here too. I hope we see you again, my friend. I'm out of here. Bye, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.